at this, guys. What's that tree look like to you? You guessed it, beaver. Beaver come and gnaw this wood out with their teeth. Look at that, all the way to the top. It has actually been cut off. See if I can zoom in on that for you. I want you to take a look. Over here is a part of the river that goes to the lake, and you can see all this debris, and I'm in kind of a marsh area. Everything's soaking wet. There's all kinds of animal tracks. That's from a deer. And in this area, you're going to get animals such as raccoons, possums, coyotes. They're coming through here and scavenging for the items that were washed up from the flood of this little plain. Now obviously this is not going to be a good area to set up camp, because you can tell the gray discoloring of all the branches and trees, and how there's no leaves at all on this lower area, and it goes all the way up to up there another 25 yards or so. It just kind of all has this gray washed in mud kind of look to it. So keep in mind floodplains when establishing and setting up camp, because that is areas you do not want to set up. Wake up in the middle of the night due to rain upstream and you're soaking wet. So you can see all of this really wet, nasty kind of area here. What this is, you can see there's tons of prints or animals have come through here. Again, another great place to set up traps, and also a great place to collect resources. Here's another tree there. It's been reamed out. Follow these animal tracks up here. I've came up this area a couple of times now, and I've found turtles hanging out up here. I'm sure this would also be a great area for crawfish. It's kind of just a bit of a nasty old mess, because all this was flooded just last week. If you can get over in the water, typically in the shallows, you can find the turtles, and the turtles are edible. There's only the turtles that you don't want to eat are land turtles, because they ones that live predominantly on land, they are the ones that eat poisonous mushrooms, and those toxins are often released from the poisonous mushrooms into the meat, and it's poisonous for us. But the turtles that are in the water, they do not eat poisonous mushrooms, therefore they are fair game. And there's not too many animals out there that provide their own pan to cook them in, like a turtle. You can process the turtle down, use its shell as a wok, and make a turtle soup in. And then you have another natural resource, such as the shell. Take a look at all these tracks right here, man. Animals have been coming through here tearing this place up, looking for anything that they can scavenge. Seen some air bubbles over here. I'm gonna go take a look. Got tons of little minnows, small fish, tadpoles all in here. If you had nothing, That'd be an easy swallow of protein. I've also seen ducks out in here. I don't know if you can see those bubbles right there. Typically that's from a turtle. Let's see, right there. It's causing those little ripples. Typically it's from a turtle underground, underwater. They tend to force themselves into the soot along the bottom and make these little holes that they kind of surround themselves in and munch on small fish and things of that nature as it comes by. So I'm going to get out of this floodplain here and get my way back up to the trail. Just kind of wanted to let you know about the paying attention to these floodplains, not to set up camp, kind of what to look for. This is just a nasty old mess, great for trapping. Look at all this. See all these prints right here? Be easy to set some snares in here, set some conibears, some deadfalls, a couple variation of different types of traps, get you some meat in a survival scenario. So also quite a few deer tracks in here. So and this path right here is just worn out. Seen some coyote. This is also a good area to look for resources, and I got a resource that I will do a bit of a demonstration for you here in a second. Oh, just found something kind of cool. Want to show you. Alright, take a look. This is another den of some sort. Now it's a small one, but it goes back there a little ways. So looking for these things will increase your chances of finding a meat source. Well, I'll go ahead and show you up here too, where the water had come all the way up to, and I got a turtle out here the other day, last week I think it was. See these divots right here, kind of under the grass and down in the mud. There's another one right here. That's kind of what the turtles do under the water. They'll kind of wiggle around, take their feet that have the claws on the end, and they'll kind of make them a little bit of a hole to nestle down into. So just wanted to show you this here, and then I want you to take a look at this trail right here. You can see this is kind of all gray and muddy looking, and as you go a little further up, it starts to get a little bit more green. That's because it was flooded all the way up to this area, and where the greenery is the higher point. And as you see, you can continue, it's green. We look back this way toward the river, it's kind of all gray. So this area is the floodplain. You do not want to set up camp anywhere in that area. Great for checking out and looking for resources. You'd be better off to make camp on a higher point. Just a little tip. Thanks for watching, guys. God bless.